Mm, mm, mm. I only have eyes for you. Ooh, and I only have eyes for you. Oh, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Happy Thanksgiving, one and all, and welcome to the Sports Edition. Listen, my illustrious, beautiful family, I want to wish you all, first of all, every single one of you, a happy Thanksgiving. I know the holidays are not always good for everybody. Some of us, whether we want to admit it or not, or talk about it or not, it's okay. A lot of us don't have anywhere to go. A lot of us are lonely today. A lot of us are alone today because we may have toxic family. We may have just made the decision not to congregate. And I'm here to say that that's okay as well. You can still send love and light. And for those of us who are celebrating or having friends over or whatever, make sure you stay safe. Okay. Also, um, it's okay. Let's just hope we don't have too much to drink or too much to do um, that could possibly lead to other problems. So I think the most appropriate thing I can do is just be thankful. I always call this day just thankful for what God has allowed us to experience, positive and negative. It just means you on this side of the dirt. Um, I try to remain thankful and grateful for all the people that are in my life. That's very important. And I try to remember that um, it's important to be thankful and grateful. It's called gratitude. So happy celebrate Family Day, however you call it. I don't want to disrespect my Native American family and on the soil that I stand. So I don't want to um, I want to be open minded and understand that everybody does not celebrate a traditional Thanksgiving. So for myself, I call it a let's just get together. And if you can't be there together with your family, send them love and light. All is well. Nothing is a wrong answer, okay? But mainly this video is about LeBron James. And him having to dismiss have some people dismissed out of the game because they feel like they can treat and say to him what they want. And I think that is, repulsive. And that's what happens when these privileged people get front row seats. Sometimes they just take their privilege way, way, way too far. And they actually feel that people that are entertaining them are actually monkeys in a zoo. Not individuals with feelings and children and family and wives, but as some kind of caricature. Somebody they can go there, pay their money, and get off. But you got the wrong idea. And I think LeBron James showed tremendous poise. I think he did the exact right thing because this kind of stuff got to be stopped. Because it has origins in something that I don't even want to talk about on Thanksgiving. I'm just letting you know it's not cool, and I'm glad they were removed because from what I hear, LeBron James, okay, of course he had a solid performance, and this article was taken from um, uh, 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 the let's see what is this? It's from a fadeaway world. And it said LeBron the fans were thrilled to see him playing the way he did. But also during the game, James called an official and had two fans ejected for heckling him in a way he deemed inappropriate. After the game, James said that obscene words and gestures in the kind that two fans were making should not be tolerated. And that is why he asked for their ejection. If the reports are to be believed, and I believe them, he don't have no reason to lie about nothing like that. LeBron then played in all kinds of atmospheres and heard all kinds of abuse, and it still stayed focused enough to play the game. So that's definitely not the issue. The issue was they were totally out of line. One fan claiming to be at the game said the female fan made an incredibly disgusting comment about LeBron James' son, Bronny, saying that she wished that he died in a car crash. What kind of crazy stuff? How does the game of basketball and them that masculine energy running up and down the court give you the right to give you the where's your mind at? How do you equate this guy doing good to wanting his kid dead in a car crash? It said the male fan just continued to make gestures that were lewd at him. I might go, like I said, under no circumstances should a fan think that because you paid top dollar for on the floor seats that you get to treat people like slaves and like animals, because that is not really appropriate, and you should be removed. And anytime you come to the game with that kind of energy and spirit and manner, you should be gone. And again, I just think LeBron James is a class act. And for those who, talk about him, say he hit the guy on purpose the other night, so, the NBA is this and LeBron is soft and all those things. LeBron James has been a class act for all of y'all for almost 20 years now. Somebody that came from a single parent household, who a lot of people like to write off and say that they're going to be straight losers or end up in prison, and that's what the statistic. And I'm not saying that because he can play basketball. He's taken what God has given him and he's multiplied it by 1,000,000. And for that, LeBron James, if nobody, I know that you hear this all the time, but you are a blessing, and I'm grateful this Thanksgiving for you and for the things that you have been allowed to provide for your community with your resources. And I also thank you for having restraint sometimes in a world of arrogance that you are front and center in, being a reflection, being a mirror of what is class. And you've never let me down. So Gloria did a good job. And I don't care what nobody say. And no matter what her circumstances are, she did not our were, because I know what they are now. She has done a great job. Okay? And she's had a good influence on the man that you have become. So, to you and your family, happy Thanksgiving. And may you have many more. And to the fan that got kicked her ass out of the arena, don't go nowhere else with that. In Indiana, I know who y'all are. You remember you burnt down Reggie Miller's house? See, and I know where the home of the Klans started. So don't get me to going. But I know one thing. You don't have the right, because you pay your money, to insult people and treat people less than human. We are all members of the human family. Whether some of us are a little bit toasted, some of us not as toasted, but we are also, all of us, the members of the human family. And you better recognize, you don't get the chance to get you a front row seat to talk shit about people. That is not what this game is all about. That's not how any of this works. So with that being said, happy eat Turkey Day, family. And I'll see you guys in the next video.